It's funny how thinking about one thing gets you thinking about another. Office fundraisers. Now, I've got no problem with raising money for good causes, absolutely no problem at all. I would sooner just privately give in my own time to these good causes, and when I do so, I'll give just money. I believe that's the better way of doing things. In offices, however, what we often find is the teams will get together and say, look, well, let's sell some food, and off the profits made from the sale of food, let's give that money to charity. And that they think that is a good team building exercise, and great for raising money as well, which it is. The trouble is that when you're in the office environment, you're in an office environment because you're either not qualified or not suitable for the food industry. How many chefs do you meet in an office? Yeah. So because of this, you cannot guarantee the cleanliness of the environment where the food has been prepared. If someone brings in a tray bake, they may have made that tray bake with the best of intent, with all the love they could put into it, but you can't guarantee it was a clean environment, and in so doing they can be passing on something pretty nasty to the rest of the team. Now, it took a bout of sickness that took me 3 weeks to get through a couple of years back before I finally said no more to office food. I just don't do it anymore. Now, you might say to me, well, what about the food you buy in shops, the food you buy in the corner shop on the way to work? How can you be sure that that's being prepared in a clean environment? Well, there are health and safety laws in place, rules about hygiene that local authorities enforce, and they're there for a very good reason. The food industry regulates itself and keeps itself clean to keep your custom. So, yeah, I'm sure there have been a few things I've bought in local takeaways that have been dodgy. I know for sure that's the case, but far more things have been dodgy that I've eaten from a work environment. So there's the sort of places I work at, there's two sorts of food we see bought in. There's the cake sale, with all that entails, and then there is the vast quantity of samosas that the team gets together and pays some guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. And when you get these samosas, often they're bought in, and I'm sure they're an amateur affair, because when I've been brought along to the purchases, it's like a clandestine drug purchase. You're taken out with your colleagues you meet some guy in a car park who takes all these samosas out of his car, and they're in a box. They're in a box lined with some paper, and the box is not the sort of box you'd put food in. You know, in the old days, they used to wrap chips in a newspaper, with all the printer ink on it. Not very healthy. They don't do that anymore for good reason. And for the same reason, it's not a good idea to serve 500 samosas in a big box that used to carry cleaning fluid. So you take that into the office and people are touching a big grubby box and reaching in with their dirty hands that they haven't washed, and spreading the lurgy everywhere. Yeah. At those times, and sometimes you're given a samosa. Someone buys one for you because you're being a misery. Yeah. Then they watch you to see you're eating the samosa, but it's like, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Don't get me wrong, I love a samosa. It's the king of party foods, it really is. But when it's prepared by an idiot, when it's prepared by somebody who doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to standards of hygiene, and then it becomes a dangerous thing. So I would sooner avoid. And I think maybe it's time that office environments had another rule applied. No food in the office environment. Fine, eat food you bought in yourself, but no sale of food in the office desk environment. Fundraisers need to be controlled. Yeah. Oh well. Thanks for listening to my rant. If you like more of the same, please like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.